Hello everyone, and my name is Eula, and today we're gonna read the Magic Dress Merlin Mission book 16, A Ghost Tale for Christmas Time. And today we're gonna start reading in chapter 3, Riches for Rex, and then I'm reading in chapter 4. Okay, and now are you ready for this one book with a lot of stories? And now here we go. And first you can read the Magic Dress Merlin Mission book 16, A Ghost Tale for Christmas Time, chapter 3, Riches to Rex. Jack looked at Annie. She called to that kid Charlie Dickens, he said. I heard, said Annie. So Charlie Dickens must be 5 or 6 years old. Oh man, said Jack, groaning. So Merlin wants us to have another little kid, like we have held Wolfie Mozart. Seem like that, said Annie. Wait a minute, it doesn't make sense. Let's do the math, said Jack. Our book is Charles Dickens was born in 1812, and he pulled out the research book and looked at their page. And Queen Victoria came Queen 1837, and the driver said she had been a queen for 6 years, said Annie. So now it's 1843, so Bertract 1812 from 1843. Jack squeezed his eyes shut. And you get 31. He said. Good work, said Annie. So Charles Dickens are 31, said Jack. And Charlie's must be Charlie's Jr. Great, said Annie. Let's go meet the Charlie's Center. And Jack put their book, and he and Annie had walked into the front gate between the iron bars. They could see a beautiful 3-story house with the tall windows. Nice place, said Annie. It looks like Charlie Dickens is already giving a gift to the world. Yeah, and gotten some back, said Jack. So I wonder what problem is. We'll have to figure out what. And we met him, said Jack. She jangled a bell hanging from the gate. A moment later, the front door opened, a shut gate. The shut woman with the white apron came out and walked to the gate. Yes, she said through the bars. Is this the Dickens residence? Said Annie. Oh, yes, said the woman. Excellent, said Annie. We've come to call the Charlie Dickens. Indeed, who are you? Said the woman. We're Jack and started Jack Andrew. Finished Jack. Right, said Annie, clearing her throat and dipping her voice. We are Jack and Andrew from Frog Creek. And who are you? I'm Mrs. Tibbles, our housekeeper, said the woman. And this is my sad job to tell you that Mr. Dickens have no visitors today. He's working on his latest book, Couldn't Be This Roll Bed. Mrs. Tibbles, said Annie, may we have just 5 short minutes from Mr. Duncan's time, please? Young man, I'm afraid that's right now. Mr. Dickens needs every minute can spare for his writing, said Mrs. Tibbles. Surely you know how important Mr. Dickens' work is. Yes, ma'am, surely we do, said Jack, but I'm terribly sorry, young gentleman, said Mrs. Tibbles. It gives me to turn you away, but I must. I pray that you will bear no Gertrude against Mr. Duncan's. And with that, Mr. Tibbles turned and hurried back inside. Well, that didn't get us very far, said Jack. Surely it did not, said Annie. Pardon us, sir, someone said. Jack and Annie turned around. 2 boys with the dirty clothes, with the dirty faces, were standing behind them, and the taller boy wore old and the top of a hat, and smaller one wore a cap that was too big for him, and he had hurried to the large round brush with the broom at some wrecks. Oh, hi, said Jack. We was just needing to ring the bell, sir, if you don't mind, the bigger boy said. Sure, said Jack, but the housekeeper don't letting anyone in today. They're leaving. She'll let us in, said the smaller boy. We've come to sweep chimneys. Really, she'll let you into the house, said Annie. Hold on, she turned to Jack. I've got an idea. No, you don't, said Jack. See you guys, bye. He turned to move Annie along, but she had pulled away. Wait, don't ring the bell yet, Annie said to the boys. You will be interested at the trading places with us for a while? Annie, said Jack. Shh, said Shh, said Annie. The boys looked confused. Trade places? Asked the bigger boy. Why? Actually, said Jack, and he jumped in. Here's the deal, said he. She said, we've got to come along this way, and this is and we really want to talk with the Mr. Dickens, so maybe if we go and clean the chimneys, we'll have a chance. You can't lose our work, said the bigger boy. How much do you get paid for this job, said Annie. Tuppence, said the smaller boy. And Annie reached out to the pocket and pulled out a handful of coins. She gave it to the boy. Is that good? The both boys looked at her with wide eyes and nodded eagerly. And you will get your coats too, said Annie, if you give yours. Well, excuse me, Jack said. He pulled Annie aside. This is not a good plan. Yeah, it is, said Annie. Remember when we got and kicked out the very big house at the island? We've had a job, we have a hug around and longer, but we don't know how to sweep chimneys, said Jack. How hard it can be, said Annie. It will get us inside the house, and then we can keep an eye on for Mr. Dickens, and next thing we know, we figure out the problem. We're playing our magic music for Mr. Duncan's giving more gifts to the word mission on clothes. Before Jack proposed it, Annie had turned back to the chimney sweeps. So, do you want to trade your coats for our hats too? The boy stared at the wonder. I'm fine coats, Harry, said the smaller boy. I'm fine hats too. He drew out their brush, broom, and rags and traded out a coat from the boy with coat and traded his dirty, ragged cap for a new, clean cap. Oh, hey, you're a girl, the boy said when he saw Annie's braids. So what if I am, said Annie, tucking her braids under her dirty cap. Forgetting Colin. Rich folks are strange, said Harry. She pulled off a coat and handed out to Jack. Here, he said with a big grin. And Jack upside to the trayful, beautiful ball of coat and wool up to cap from the Harry's treadle coat with the old top hat. And what about your boots, said Harry. Jack had looked down at the shiny leather boots. She looked at the Harry's dirty clothes and old shoes. Come on, Jack, said Annie. This guys need more than we do. And Annie pulled off their boots. And Colin had took out their shoes and handed them to her. And Jack sighed again and sat down and take off the boots. Colin, Harry stood into the tall new boots and jackets and hats. How about it, Colin? Said Harry, shaking his head. In 2 minutes, we went from the rage of the witches. Colin led out to the wide roof. The two boys linking arms have danced to the drip, kicking up their boots. As they stopped dancing, Harry rang the gate bell wildly. As the bell clanged, the front of the doorhouse flew open. Housekeeper stuck to the head out of the side. Stop noise, you idiots. I'm coming. Shays breached. Let's go, Colin, before they change their minds, said Harry. The two of the boys ran off their new velvet coats. Jack heard money jiggling. Oh no, he said. We forgot our empty pockets. That's okay, said Annie. I'm sure we need money more than we do, and so we're happy going from rags to riches. Yeah, right, said Jack, and we just went from the restaurants. Shh, there comes Mr. Tibbles, said Annie. We'd better smooth our faces rag so she wouldn't recognize us. She rubbed the face with the dirty rag, and then Jack there, you look like a real chimney sweep now. The housekeeper stumped to the gate and unlocked it. Don't break any drums next time you naps, she cried, and Jack and Annie garbled the brush broom. And they had heads down and hands through the front door. Not that door, you fools, said the Miss Tibbles. Go around to the back. Now it's chapter 4, out, out, out. I think Mrs. Tibbles know their Jack and Andrew. And now tomorrow we're going to start reading at chapter 4, out, out, out. And the end I'm reading at chapter 5 or 6, okay? And now, did you have fun? You lost English Country become members of these books and the stories. Oh, not the story, because it might be a new chapter to read, okay? And please subscribe my YouTube now, okay? And bye-bye, everybody, and have a nice day. Bye!